I'm Allison Gunther with Parents for Educational Freedom in North Carolina. You may remember when I introduced you to the idea of education savings accounts in our campaign, Exceptional Education for Exceptional Children. Since then, so much has happened. The state's first ever education savings accounts were established and applications opened February 1st, 2018. Families of students with disabilities can now receive up to $9,000 for private school tuition, tutoring and teaching, educational therapies, educational technology, and other expenses. This was a huge win for parents of exceptional children. Before the application opened, we held information sessions for parents and school leaders across the state, and we received overwhelming feedback. We want to be responsive to the needs of parents and schools, and I want you to know that we heard you and we have been working very hard for you. Since the application opened, 3 big changes have passed by the North Carolina General Assembly. The fate of these changes now sits on Governor Roy Cooper's desk. What exactly would these changes mean? Change number 1, students who may not have been eligible could now be eligible. If a student is currently enrolled in a private school or homeschool and meets other program eligibility requirements, he or she could be eligible. You heard that right. Even if a student is currently enrolled in private school or homeschool, that student could be eligible. Remember, the program was set up so that, except for certain scenarios, a student must be moving from public school to private school to be eligible for the Education Savings Account. With Governor Cooper's signature, any non-public student with a disability, regardless of what grade they are in, could be eligible. Please don't forget that with this program, parents must provide documentation of the student's disability, and the student must still meet the requirements set forth by the North Carolina State Education Assistance Authority. Please be sure to check all the eligibility requirements for the program to make sure that the student qualifies. Change number 2. The Education Savings Account allows for flexibility for students who want to utilize half-day public school and half-day private school. That provision remains, and students would still have that flexibility. Because they are in private school for only half a day, a cap of $4,500 was placed on the total award amount. This is a change we aren't excited about. If this affects you, please let us know. Lastly, change number 3. In the program's first year, this application cycle, students with certain disabilities would receive first priority in receiving an education savings account. These diagnoses include autism, developmental disability, moderate or severe intellectual disability, multiple permanent orthopedic impairments, hearing impairment, or visual impairment. What exactly do you need to do to help make these changes a reality? Tell Governor Cooper today that you support an exceptional education for exceptional children and urge him to support House Bill 90. You can do that with a few clicks of a button by visiting exceptionalednc.org. Again, that's exceptionalednc.org. Thank you for answering the call to action and joining Parents for Educational Freedom in North Carolina in the belief that all children deserve an exceptional education.